proceed.
Plus, Katherine Heigl's hubby on their wedding. Next Extra. Tonight at 6:30.
Extra. Fabulous means it's time to get sexy, Milwaukee. Now that you're exercising in the new year, we all do that, right? Right back to the gym after the first. Your muscles are probably feeling a little bit more achy than usual, but there is a way that you can become your own massage therapist for less than $30. BJ Gador and Naomi Nazario are back from GGR Fitness to tell us how, and you're also going to name the 5 finalists for our Get Sexy Milwaukee contest, which is going to be an awesome thing, a very cool promotion, and you're going to make everybody feel good about themselves. But let's talk about how you can do this. I've seen these roller balls, and they scare me.
They're a little intimidating. You know, the big thing to focus on, before we can get sexy, we have to get healthy, and you got to be able to find a way to work out pain-free. So the analogy we use with clients, the first day we work with them is, your muscles are like rubber bands. A healthy muscle is very pliable and fully lengthened.
Right.
When you get knots from overuse.
That's me. That's my back right there.
They could be, exactly.
Yes.
And you'll notice the difference in the band. It really pulls, and there's a lot of tension, which ends up coming to the joint. So kind of the above and below test. If you have knee pain, usually it's a cause of tightness or adhesions in muscles above the knee, which are going to be the thigh and the calf. So
you're saying the muscle directly affects the joint?
Exactly.
What's going on in the muscle? Okay.
Exactly. So you want optimal length and stretch in the muscle and optimal tone, so you don't want these knots and scarring. And if you think about a muscle as clothes, if they're wrinkled clothes, they're overused, they're tight, the foam roller essentially is going to iron them out and make them smooth and healthy again. So what the biggest thing we find with people is a lot of people have knee pain, and the biggest thing to work on with the knees are going to be the front thighs and the outer thighs. So if Naomi kind of starts on the front thighs, kind of get into a kind of a front pillar position, she's going to be rolling from just above the knee to right below the hip. And you're trying to actually find pain here. You want to find the pain. And the pain is indicative of knots, tightness, that'll cause pain to the joint. So
now we should say, BJ, that this can hurt, right? I've done it before.
It is.
And I've done it in physical therapy.
Gotcha.
And when you're on that hot spot, it's painful.
Oh, it's tough.
And you're saying you can want to pursue that? You want to stay with it?
Great question. You want to find it. You don't want to make it too intense, but it has to be subtly uncomfortable to get an effect. And one of the analogies, particularly with the thighs, it feels like there's shards of glass in there. You're kind of running on speed bumps. Yeah. And the way to start is go double leg to start. So there's not as much load. As you get better and better, and you actually want to increase and get more weight on there to get more benefits. So Naomi just will cross the leg over, shift her weight to the side. Now there's more load in that right leg, and you'll feel the difference immediately. And
it gets better quickly, is what you're saying. Once you kind of go over it?
It depends. I mean, if you've had a history of knee pain, it probably will take 4 to 6 weeks to get some relief, and you got to do it religiously. It's one of those things. If you do it once a week, it's going to be hell on earth once a week. If you do it regularly, it will release. And people that have had knee pain their whole life have found ways now to manage it. And then the other thing is the outer thigh. And this one, I've yet to find someone we've worked with who does not scream, like 8 or 9 out of 10
I think
on the
this is
pain scale.
excruciating. I do this in a
this is brutal.
Pilates class, and it's like I see all these women doing it, and we're all pretending like we're not in agony. I mean, I just want to cry.
But you just look at their faces and
you're all like, oh, this is great. I love Pilates.
You get that single tear coming down a little bit on
exactly.
these. And this is particularly the most painful, and you want to work. You got this big, thick band called your IT band. If you look at this stripe, it goes right down. Tightness here just gets like a cable, gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and causes pain in that knee.
Right. And
a lot of tenderness on the outside. Lateral knee pain. This is one of the most important things to work on.
But the point being that this has such benefits. You're saying
exactly.
that you can have really great healing and benefits from doing this. If you get these stretched out, this IT band nice and smooth and feeling good, you can eliminate the knee pain.
Exactly. For people that have chronic issues, if it's not a one-time ACL tear or meniscus tear in their knee, for example, most of the pain they feel is just it's tightness above and below. So not only does this help regenerate the muscle tissue, it helps recover quicker between workouts, which means you'll have better workouts the next time, you get better gains. So it kind of plays right into that. It brings blood to the muscle, just like the benefits of massage therapy without having to pay sometimes unreasonable prices for people that can't afford that. So another big area is the butt. People have back pain and something called piriformis syndrome. You have the small butt muscle that actually abducts the leg and laterally rotates the thigh. When it gets tight, it pinches on your sciatic nerve and causes kind of shooting pain down the leg. So we get people on the roller on their butt, and in particular, you want to kind of shift your weight to your left side and kind of get on the outer hip thigh of the left leg, and you'll really feel it right in the meat of the butt. And it's just kind of opening up that area and massaging it out to kind of minimize that pain. And usually people who have back pain, 4 to 6 weeks of this really minimizes, if not eliminates, that back pain, unless there is a bigger issue.
And if you're like me, I have, I've had massage in the past, and it's a little embarrassing to have something rubbing your